Hello and welcome back. You are listening to a brand new edition of STORIA.
Episode 32.
That's right, episode 32. And let me tell you, if you have gasoline running through your veins, or, frankly, if you just appreciate beautiful design, history,
All of it, yeah.
then today is going to be an absolute treat.
It certainly is, because today we're not just looking at a single car or, a specific race result.
No, this is bigger, much bigger.
We are looking at an institution.
It pretty much kicks off the classic car calendar for the entire world with a massive bang. Retromobile 2026.
And this isn't just any Retromobile. This is the 50th anniversary edition.
50, half a century. That carries a lot of weight.
It really does. I mean, think about the last 50 years. When this show started, some of the cars we now see as priceless classics were just...
Used cars.
Yeah, just used cars on a lot somewhere. For 5 decades, this show has been like a guardian of motoring heritage. They call it the world's most beautiful temporary garage.
I like that, but I think it even sells it a bit short. A garage makes me think of oil stains and old tools. This is more like a cathedral.
And for the 50th, they've curated 4 huge themed exhibitions.
And then we're going to unpack these 4 pillars. The golden age of rallying, a massive tribute to Steve McQueen, a very unexpected detour into trains with Bugatti, and the BMW Art Cars. So let's get the housekeeping out of the way. If you're listening to this right as it drops, well, the clock is ticking.
That's right. The dates you need are January 28th to February 1st, 2026. And the location, as always, is the Paris Expo Porte de Versailles.
I love that venue. The atmosphere there is just,
Oh, yeah.
old leather, a hint of fuel, wax.
It's immersive, it's sensory, and for this 50th edition, they've really gone all out. It's not just for the elite collectors anymore, it's for anyone who finds these machines fascinating.
Okay, let's metaphorically walk through the doors. We've got our tickets. Where are we heading first?
We need to make our way to Pavilion 7.2.
Pavilion 7.2. Got it. And what's waiting for us there?
Mud, dust, and glory. This is the exhibition for the golden age of rallying.
Oh, fantastic. Now, rallying is one of those sports that I feel like people either completely obsess over or they just don't quite get.
I think that's fair. The organizers call it a human and mechanical adventure. And that's the key. This isn't Formula One on a perfect track.
No.
This is wrestling a machine over snow, gravel, ice, often in the middle of the night.
And the time frame here is huge. From the 1960s all the way to the 1990s.
It's probably the most transformative period in motorsport history. You can literally walk down the line in Pavilion 7.2 and see the engineering philosophy just evolve.
So if you start in the 60s, what are you looking at?
You've got cars like the Mini Cooper S, the Alpine A110, relatively low horsepower, really nimble.
The classic win on Sunday, sell on Monday cars.
Exactly. But then you keep walking and you hit the 70s. You see the Lancia Stratos. That was the first car built from scratch just to go rallying.
A weapon.
A wedge-shaped weapon with a Ferrari engine. And then you hit the 80s.
The Group B era.
The one everyone whispers about.
So for anyone listening who might not know the details, explain why Group B is so legendary.
Well, the regulations were loose, very loose. As long as you built 200 road cars, you could do almost anything.
And so they did.
Oh, they did.
Yeah.
Turbocharging, supercharging, lightweight Kevlar bodies, and crucially, four-wheel drive, pioneered by the Audi Quattro.
These are the monsters.
Absolute monsters, 600 horsepower in a car that weighed less than a ton. They could accelerate on loose gravel faster than an F1 car.
And we'll see the icons there. The Quattro S1, the Peugeot 205 T16.
The Lancia Delta S4, you'll see them all. It's often romanticized, but it was just so dangerous.
It's too fast.
Way too fast for the roads they were on. But seeing them static, up close, you can appreciate the brutal engineering, the giant wings, the boxy flares. It's pure function over form.
And then the exhibit moves into the 90s, which feels like a shift from brute force to something else.
To precision, yeah. After Group B was banned, we got Group A, the era of the Subaru Impreza, the Mitsubishi Lancer Evo.
This is where the tech got more refined.
Right, active differentials, electronic suspension. The cars became these incredibly precise instruments.
Seeing a tiny Alpine from the 60s next to a ferocious Group B Audi. What a contrast.
It really is. It highlights that insane pace of innovation. But the whole display, it's really for the fans. It captures that unique spirit of rallying where you're right there, inches from the action.
You feel it. It's visceral. So if you want to see the evolution of going sideways very, very fast, Pavilion 7.2 is stop 1. But let's shift gears. We're moving from the dirt tracks to something a bit more polished.
A bit, yeah. We're heading to the second major exhibition, which is a partnership with a society called Les Epicureans.
The Epicureans. Sounds like a love for the finer things.
And in this case, the finest things had V8s. We're talking about the king of cool.
Steve McQueen.
Mm-hmm.
You know, there's always that question with McQueen. Was he an actor who liked cars or a racer who happened to act?
This exhibition pretty much settles that debate. The focus is on his all-consuming passion for speed. It's a retrospective of his garage.
So we're seeing the actual machinery, not just movie posters.
It's exactly a mix of motorbikes and sports cars. McQueen was serious about bikes. He raced in the International 6 Days Trial, which is basically the Olympics of off-road motorcycling.
You don't do that for a photo op.
Yeah.
And his car taste was just impeccable.
It was. He bought what was interesting, the Jaguar XKSS, the Ferrari 250 GT Lusso. But the real draw here is how they're presenting them.
The staging, right. I read it was unique.
It's not just cars on a carpet. They've created settings that evoke scenes from his films. So you might see a Mustang GT390, but it looks like it's on the streets of San Francisco from Bullitt.
That is very cool.
Or a Porsche 917 staged to look like the pit lane from Le Mans. It blurs the line between the movie and the reality.
A line that was already pretty blurry for him. I mean, he wanted to race in the actual 24 hours of Le Mans.
He did, with Jackie Stewart no less. But the insurance company for the film said absolutely not.
He still finished second at Sebring with a cast on his foot. That's a proper racer.
Precisely. This exhibition is about that world, that attitude. It's not just about the metal.
Okay, so we've had the grit of Rally, the Hollywood cool of McQueen. Now, I need you to prepare me for this next one.
Sure.
Because I had to double check I wasn't reading about a train show.
Oh, yes, the third exhibition. This is the curveball.
The Bugatti Auto Rail.
The Bugatti presidential rail car, to be exact.
Rail car.
Yeah.
At a car show. It just feels massive.
It sounds contradictory, doesn't it? But it makes perfect sense if you understand who Ettore Bugatti was. This is a tribute to his genius.
Right. We think of Bugatti today as the maker of hypercars. The Veyron, the Chiron. But the history is so much deeper.
So much weirder. Ettore Bugatti was an artist engineer. He didn't really distinguish between a car, a train, a tool. He just engineered things beautifully.
And the auto rail was a business pivot, wasn't it?
It was. He built the Bugatti Royale to be the most luxurious car ever.
And then the Great Depression hit.
Perfect storm. Nobody was buying them, so he was stuck with all these massive 12.7-liter straight 8 engines.
Dozens of them.
Exactly. So he thought, what else needs a lot of power?
Trains.
He put 4 of those engines on a rail car. In the 1930s, this thing was a spaceship. It was light, aerodynamic, and could hit nearly 200 kilometers per hour.
That's modern high-speed rail speeds on 1930s tracks. Incredible.
It saved the company. Seeing one in person is so rare. Just getting it inside the Paris Expo must have been a nightmare.
And it's not just the train.
7 other oddities.
I love that word.
Yeah.
What are we talking about here?
Well, Bugatti designed everything. Surgical instruments, fishing reels. He even designed a pasta maker because he thought the Italian ones were inefficient.
Wait, a Bugatti pasta maker?
With a steering wheel to crank it, it's about showcasing his avant-garde vision. To see him not just as a car maker, but as a restless industrial artist.
That's fascinating. It broadens the whole idea. It's not just about speed. It's about a mind trying to engineer a better world on the road, on the rails.
Or in the kitchen.
Or in the kitchen. And that blend of art and engineering, well, that leads us perfectly into the final major exhibition.
Yes, the fourth pillar. We're going back to the racetrack, but this time the cars are literally canvases.
The BMW Art Cars.
This is part of their world tour, and for Retromobile, they're calling it the world's most exciting pop-up garage. We are seeing the 7 BMW Art Cars that raced in the 24 hours of Le Mans.
That is such a crucial distinction. These weren't just showpieces for a museum.
Not at all. I mean, think about the risk. You take a priceless work of art by a master like Calder or Warhol, and you send it out to race for 24 hours.
Through rain, darkness, getting hit with grit and grime.
It's the ultimate collision of worlds. The whole concept was started by Hervé Poulain, a racing driver back in '75. He wanted to break down the wall between the museum and the track.
And the Andy Warhol M1 from '79 is the perfect example.
It is. He didn't design it on a computer. He showed up at a garage in Munich and painted the car himself by hand in about 20 minutes.
Wow.
He called it portraying speed. And then that car, with actual Warhol brushstrokes on it, went out and got covered in brake dust and bugs.
It becomes performance art. The grime is part of the story.
Exactly. The battle scars interact with the brushstroke.
Who else is in the lineup?
You'll see the Jeff Koons M3 GT2, which looks like it's exploding with color, and the Jenny Holzer V12 LMR. Seeing all 7 together is incredibly rare.
It just changes how you look at a race car. It stops being just a tool and becomes a moving sculpture.
A moving sculpture, yes. It's a fantastic splash of color to round out the show.
Okay, so let's just recap. It is a wildly diverse lineup.
Mm-hmm.
You have the gritty mechanical history of rallying. You've got the cinematic cool of Steve McQueen.
The industrial genius of the Bugatti rail car.
And the high-speed art gallery of the BMWs. It covers every base.
Adventure, style, invention, beauty. It's all there.
It really is. Okay, now I have to be the practical one for a second.
Please do.
If you are listening to this and thinking, wow, I need to see a Bugatti train, you need to move fast.
The ticket office is open.
It is open. And Retromobile is huge. People fly in from everywhere for this. Get ready. It's crowded, loud, and wonderful. And the show runs from January 28th to February 1st, 2026.
That is a very short window. 5 days to see 50 years of history.
So don't wait. Go online, get your tickets, get yourself to the Paris Expo Porte de Versailles.
And here's some advice. When you're there, take your time. Don't just rush from car to car. Read the plaques. Look at the details.
Oh, absolutely. Talk to people. It's a community.
Yeah.
What's the big takeaway for you? Is there a common thread here?
You know, seeing them all together, Rally, McQueen, Bugatti, BMW, it just strikes me that the automobile is never just a mode of transport.
How so?
It's a canvas. In rallying, it's a canvas for human bravery. With McQueen, it's a tool for storytelling. With Bugatti, it's a canvas for industrial innovation. And with BMW, it is literally a canvas for paint.
So the car is a reflection of the culture that created it.
That's it. It's anthropology with engines.
Oh.
And that's why we keep going back 50 years later.
A beautiful way to put it. Well, on that note, we're going to let you go and hopefully pick those tickets. Thank you for listening to this. And don't worry, we're not running out of stories. There will be a new episode of the podcast coming your way very soon. Until then, keep your eyes on the road.
Goodbye, everyone.
See you next time.